If you stood on a street corner in Edo at 2 a.m. in the year 1800, you would hear a sound that defined the era. It wasn't a war horn, it wasn't a scream. It was a lonely, melodic whistle drifting through the fog. Foo! Foo! This was the call of the yotaka-soba, the nighthawk noodle vendor. In a city made of wood, cooking at home late at night was dangerous and difficult. So the kitchen came to you. These vendors carried their entire restaurants on their shoulders, a balanced bamboo pole with a stove and pot of boiling water on one side, and a cabinet of bowls, noodles, and broth on the other. Imagine the contrast. You are a low-ranking samurai walking home after a long shift at the castle. The rain is falling, a soft, misty rain that makes the cobblestones shine. You are cold, and then, out of the darkness, you see the warm glow of a single paper lantern painted with the characters for soba. You hear the steam hissing. You smell the intense, savory aroma of bonito dashi and soy sauce cutting through the damp air. You stop. You pay a few copper coins. The vendor, often a quiet man who has seen everything but says nothing, dunks the buckwheat noodles into the hot water for just a few seconds. He pours the dark, hot broth over them, adds some scallions, maybe a pinch of 7-spice chili. He hands you the ceramic bowl. For the next 3 minutes, nothing else matters. The heat radiates into your hands. The steam hits your face. You slurp the noodles quickly, loudly, because that cools them down and enhances the flavor. It is a moment of pure, simple comfort in a complex world. Standing there under the eaves of a closed shop, shoulder to shoulder with maybe a laborer or a poet, eating the same cheap, delicious food. In that circle of lantern light, the rigid class system of Japan temporarily evaporated. But there was another sound in the Edo night, one that broke the peace, the clack-clack of 2 wooden blocks being struck together. This was the Hino Yojin, the fire watch. "Be careful with fire," the watchman would chant. "A match is the source of a calamity." Edo was terrified of fire. They called fires the flowers of Edo because they bloomed so often and so brightly. A city of paper and wood could vanish in hours. This added a layer of underlying tension to the cozy atmosphere. The night was beautiful, but it was fragile. Every lantern was a potential disaster. This fragility made the people of Edo appreciate the moment even more. When you know your house might burn down tomorrow, you enjoy your bowl of noodles tonight with a little more intensity. This is the sleepy history that textbooks often miss. They tell us about the shoguns and the laws. They rarely tell us about the feeling of wet sandals, the taste of hot broth on a cold night, or the comforting sound of the watchman passing by, letting you know that someone is awake and guarding the city. The Vikings fought the ice to survive. The people of Edo fought the fire to live. But both, in the quietest hours of the night, were just humans looking for warmth. As the noodle vendor packs up his stall and fades back into the fog, the whistle drifting away, we are left with the silence of the city. A silence that is about to be broken by a very different kind of noise. A noise of gears, steam, and industry. Because while Edo slept, the rest of the world was building machines, and soon the black ships would arrive, bringing an end to the lantern light and waking the city up from its long, beautiful dream.